Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. It is the first Saturday of the month. And as you guys know, the first Saturday of the month, every month, we do a Veterans Whiskey Club live stream. So if you are a veteran and you're not in the Veterans Whiskey Club, join their online social media groups. There's veterans all around the world that you can link up with and chat with. And they do local meetups. So in your area, if you miss hanging out with fellow veterans, then you can find them there on social media. I also put the link in the chat, so if any of you guys want to jump on and come hang out, let me pin it to the top. All right, so we've got that pinned to the top. So anybody, you don't have to be a veteran to join in on this. It's for everybody who loves talking whiskey, loves talking about military stuff. Every month we just get together, hang out on Saturday nights, first Saturday of the month, for those that want that kind of community. And so you can get together with people and have a few drinks without having to drive anywhere. There's already a bunch of people in the chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. Chris Jenkins in the house. Good to see you. A bug in the sun. Nice. Welcome, Chris Jenkins. Don't forget to hit the like. Yes, there's a special for tonight. Only hitting the like button is free. John's in the house. What's up, John? Gunner. What's happening, Gunner? Russ is in the house. Good to see you. And you see at the top of the chat, there's a link so you can push it and jump on, pull a bar stool up, and come have some drinks online. The gang is all here. What's up, Dylan? Good to see you. Miles, the Bourbon Traveler. Good to see you. Cheers, cheers. Big Cat 253. What's up? Good to see you, Aaron. Feel free to jump on if you want. Bourbon Baller Lee. Cheers. I was going to jump on, but it's been a rough night. Hey, that's why you're here, man. Just hang out, have some drinks. We got a lot of interesting topics to cover, not only regarding whiskey, but regarding military stories. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to cover tonight already. Just a great show ahead. John, what's up? Jen, what's up, Jen? Good to see you. Cheers, my man. Tommy D. Good to see you, Tommy. Gandy Road. If I sound like I'm yelling or if I'm being too loud, let me know and I can turn the mic down. But Gandy Road, sorry. Always good to see you. Cheers all. Thank you, veterans. What's up, Brian? Tracy's in the house. Good to see you, Tracy. I hope everything's going well with you and yours. Cheers, Northwest Jeff. What's up, man? Possum Crew's in the house. Good to see you. Talking military stuff. You must mean go Air Force. Hey, aim high, Tommy. Aim high. Aim as high as you can. What's up, Dave? Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. Good to see you. Eric, what's up? The Bourbon Syndicate's in the house. What up? Good to see you. That must be Rusty. What's up, Rusty?
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming on. I was just getting to the first topic of the day, which, as you know, is the Veteran Whiskey of the Month. So every month we have a highlighted bottle for a veteran-owned whiskey that we are declaring the whiskey of the month. This month it is 10th Mountain's Bourbon. So 10th Mountain is named after the 10th Mountain Division. Got some great veterans running things over there in Colorado.
Nice.
I was with the 10th Mountain Division upstate New York, where their main headquarters is at now. But they originated there where they started, where 10th Mountain was developed. It was in Colorado, and that's where they're at. And that is the Veteran Whiskey of the Month. So we are going to pour a nice, healthy glass of that. So it can help us just sit back and have a few drinks with you guys.
I have a veteran whiskey. I got to go back there and dig it out. But yeah. Oh, bug in the sun. Thank you.
Yep. So 10th Mountain 10th Mountain's Bourbon is the whiskey of the month.
Nice. Yep.
What veteran whiskey were you talking about that you got over there, buddy?
So Black Patch.
Okay, that must be local to you down there.
It is. It's in
Alabama, right?
Yeah, North Alabama. Okay. I went over there and bought some stuff from them and listened to their story and You know, it's they're getting there. It's a little young. It's a little young whiskey,
Yep.
but I'll look. I ain't.
That's
I'll
how they
drink it.
start.
That's
That's
it.
how they
I'll
start.
drink it. I'll drink it.
As you've heard on some of the interviews that I've done here, when a whiskey company first starts out, either they're making their own stuff and selling it young while they're still developing it, but they
Right.
want to do their own product. The only other alternative is to just be slanging clear spirits or to
Right.
be sourcing and selling somebody else's stuff. And
Right.
so, got to give some love and respect to those that are trying to start from scratch without piggybacking off of other people. They're
Right.
building their own foundation. And I got nothing but love for that. Tommy D is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Cheers, buddy.
Aiming high over there, I assume.
Aiming high.
Awesome.
There's only
Hey,
one way to aim.
There was.
thanks for coming in. Let's have that first pour of the night with some 10th Mountain.
I'm drinking
Cheers,
a little
guys.
Copper Sky. I'm drinking a little Mike Root. He's also an Air Force vet who started a distillery. So I'm drinking a little Copper Sky. It's a junker.
So Rusty and Tommy, text me the name of those whiskeys to see if I can get them on the show and put them under the spotlight.
Absolutely. There's another one. Dang it, where's it at? That I went and seen, and I really liked what they were doing. Where is it?
Looking handsome, Rusty.
I'll look for it. Huh?
B. Bowers in the house. Oh, I was just reading Bug in the Sun, giving you a verbal high five there.
Yeah. Yeah.
B. Bauer, good to see you. Is that Adam? What's up, Adam? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a long time. Are you doing okay, bud? I feel like you have not been on nearly as much as
Cheers,
you.
Big Cat.
Having Fortune's Fool Rye. Right on, Chris. Sounds good. Love my black whiskey. Absolutely, buddy. Have you tried Black Patch? Oh, that's what you were just talking about.
Yep, Black Patch. This other place that I visited is Leatherwood Distillery. They are in Clarksville, Tennessee. I went over there and had some pours and did the tours, and it's a little place, and they're doing good stuff.
You said it was Leatherwood?
Yep, Leatherwood Distillery, started by a veteran. I didn't get to meet him. He was actually out of town at the time, but their people there, showed me around, and I think Old Glory Distilling is also a veteran, but though I'm not sure. I need to check their story here.
And what was the name of the brand you brought up, Tommy?
Copper Sky.
Copper Sky?
Yeah, they're out of Colorado. Mike Root is the distiller. They're non-producing. They source from MGP, but he was an Air Force vet.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I wrote those down under the veteran whiskey on the side here. That way, tomorrow when I haven't been drinking, I can remember to shoot them a message and see if they want to be on the show. Because if you're a veteran-owned whiskey distillery, I'd love to have you on, talk to you about your history, your process, all the things that you want to get out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mark, I know you sent me some shit. I think I sent you some shit. I just put my cell in the private of StreamYard because I don't have your cell in mine. So.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
But I know Mike is he's done several other podcasts and whatnot. He's done the Junkies. He's done some other shit. So.
Okay.
He's expanding it. I mean, they're just booming.
That's awesome. That's what I like to hear. That is just good stuff.
Like when Obtainium, the light whiskey from Obtainium, started blowing up and everybody kind of did things. He also had the same light whiskey, and so that's kind of where I learned about light whiskey was from Copper Sky. So this I don't know. This is 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. When we started hearing about them all the time.
I'm thinking I just got a text from somebody. There you go.
Yes, I do.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, buddy. Black whiskey is a new favorite due to you, the regular and the single barrel. Ed, I do not know them. I gotta get on that train, I guess. Baker Drinks, thank you so much for sending everybody over. Greatly appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Big
guys, everybody, hit that like button. Come on.
Mr. Jiggs is in the house. What's up? What's up? Awesome stream, Baker Drinks. Yes, as always. I unfortunately only got to catch the last 10, 15 minutes of it.
That's okay.
That was the most important part.
Yeah. I had a busy day, man. So you guys know I'm still in the Army Reserves, and I am an ROTC instructor. Well, the JROTC elements in my area, we're having a big inspection and testing thing at a local high school. And so they asked my unit if anybody would want to volunteer and come help grade. And I'm like, heck yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, I got up this morning, got my uniform on, went down to a local high school, and there was 6 or 7 local high schools, JROTCs there, doing PT tests, doing drill and ceremony. And I was an armed drill and ceremony judge / inspector. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
So, and man, these high schoolers, man, don't believe everything you're reading on the internet, because these high schoolers were serious about it. They were stressed. They were really trying to perform well because they love what they're doing in their JROTC programs. And I was just like, man, you guys are killing it. They were sounding off. I had great projection when they were giving command orders and stuff. Their executions were great. It was so good to see, man.
That's good. I'm glad they had pride. I'm glad.
Yeah, they did a great job.
So did I hear you guys talking about Copper Sky?
Yeah, you sure did.
So we've got a Copper Sky here.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
The Bourbon Junkies pick.
The Madeira finish. Yeah. It is so stinking good.
It is good. It is good. I'm almost done.
Yeah. We've got like less than half a bottle left. So yeah. We've hit that one pretty good.
Copper Sky is kind of local to me. This pick actually, Dan and Sean, they didn't include me in this. I'm not sure if they got sent samples, and then they did do a Patreon thing where they were talking about what barrel to finish it in, and I think everybody picked the Madeira.
It was like a crowdsource pick or whatever.
But so when Dan and Sean came out to Colorado to do their Old Elk and their Mythology pick a couple years ago, we did go to the distillery. We did go to Copper Sky, and that's where we met the average drinker, Dara and Bill and her husband, and we actually sampled this because Copper Sky they've got a new facility that they moved into, and they've got actually 2 bars. They've got like a speakeasy in the back with the outside smoking cigar area, and then they've got a big bar in the front. The front is open more during the day. The back is more like nighttime. So yeah, we met him there, and then we got to try this though. The crew was still hanging out at Copper Sky waiting for us, and we got to go in and sample. And I'm like, holy cow, this is really good.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So
Ben from the north, it's good to see you. He is reminding us to keep drinking water.
Yeah, so we've been hydrating at interval during our stream.
Wait,
we will continue.
Doesn't this have water in it?
No,
it does.
Okay,
it does.
Only if you put ice in it, then it'll have water in it. There you go.
So Ben from the north, Ben Demon Hunter, we saw you. Like we've been promoting it on our channel for a couple weeks now. We stumbled into this Canadian live stream. It was the Whiskey Heathens.
I've heard of them.
I don't know if you've heard of them or not. They were brand new to us. They were so much fun. We've been talking about them for 2 weeks. It was like watching an episode of Letterkenny, and like Canadian Chris was in there. Ben was in there. There was a couple names that I recognized. I think even Richie Z showed up briefly. But
wait, on stream, on camera?
No, not on camera, just in the chat.
Yeah, so
that's a unicorn stream.
Yeah. It was so much fun to see those guys. They're all out of Alberta, I believe. It was a couple guys and a girl. They all have like different Instagram accounts and stuff, but they combined together for like this weekly stream. It was so much fun. You should check them out, Whiskey Heathens. And and Ben, it was cool to see you in there. It was nice to see some people we recognized. Not to like take over your stream here, Mark. But
no, and you're getting back into that community conversation when you find a new channel of people who are talking whiskey and stuff, and you're like, oh, this is brand new to me. Then all of a sudden you start seeing familiar faces
exactly
in the chat, and you're just like, it's just one of those. Sometimes you want to go wherever, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right.
It's that camaraderie, that just getting together, hanging out.
It was super
it's amazing
cool
how many different channels are out there.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
They were talking about some Canadian whiskeys that we've never even heard of before as like their whiskeys of the year. We went down to Total Wine to try to find some of them, and they didn't have any of them. So, we said it on our stream. Canada is holding on to their good stuff, and they're sending the crap to the States.
Lauren, Troy, where are you guys at?
We're in Washington. We're just a couple hours south of Mark.
Oh, okay. So, Washington. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, next.
I'm in Denver. Colorado.
Okay.
Even though I have Chicago everywhere. That's where I grew up. Well, I didn't grow up in Chicago. I grew up west of there, but anyway.
Yep. And so also from Colorado is the Veteran Whiskey of the Month, 10th Mountain. If anybody out there did not see the interview that we just did a couple days ago with 10th Mountain, it's a really good replay. It's easy to watch that one again. A lot of good people came on and had some good conversations with Brian from 10th Mountain. And so that was the first topic. The Veteran Whiskey of the Month is 10th Mountain's Bourbon. And the next topic is honoring the fallen. So if any of you guys on the panel or in the chat have a loved one or a battle buddy or something that passed away, now either the day they passed away was in February or their birthday was in February, to celebrate their life and remember them. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to throw in the chat, and I'll throw their name up there so we can all raise a glass to someone that you knew. And while you guys are thinking about if you have any people that line up in the dates of February, I'll tell you, I wrote these names up there before we started, which I don't usually do, but it's because these are not people that I personally knew, but we are going to get into their stories later when we talk about what's going on in the news right now. So Chambers, Ingram, you probably haven't heard their story because it has been real quiet on the media. But Rivers, Sanders, and Moffitt, you probably heard about what happened with them. And so we're going to get into their story later. But for this segment, we are going to raise a glass to the fallen and honor their sacrifice. Does anybody have any other birthdays or dates in February of those?
Not anybody deceased or... I mean, I've got a Navy friend whose birthday is tomorrow, but he's still alive. He's actually up there with you guys. He's up in the Seattle area.
Oh, really?
I was going to say, I've not fallen yet, but my birthday is in February as well.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, February is one of 2 months of the year where I don't have a battle buddy that I served with that didn't pass away or have a birthday. So,
well, this is a leap year too, so it's a great February.
That's crazy. Oh, I got to pour. So whenever I do the shot to the fallen, I do my first bottle of Horse Soldier Barrel Strength that was signed by Vince. I'm going to pour it in my Afghanistan shot glass that I got over there.
Getting kind of low.
It is getting kind of low, and that's sad because I only drink out of this bottle when I'm pouring a glass to the fallen.
I was going to say, we're doing the 1783.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
The American Hero,
you just flexed all
phenomenal.
over us with your Horse Soldier and your Afghanistan shot glass.
I wasn't trying to flex. I'm just trying to do it right. Pay.
I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you guys too. Here's to all those who went before us. Lest we forget, until Valhalla. Cheers. And like we usually do after we do a shot to the fallen, a lot of us who are service members know a lot of them that that fell by their own hands. And that happens way too often with veterans. And so we knock out 22 push-ups to honor the average of 22 service members a day that take their own lives. Let's get it.
That ain't happening here, buddy. I'm in the Air Force.
2, 3.
I can probably do a couple.
6, 7.
Come on, Rusty. Come on,
I'm
Rusty.
there in spirit.
10, 11, 12,
Yes.
13, 14, 15, 16,
Oh, I'm not doing that
8,
shit. All right.
19, 20,
I
21.
need to get in better shape
20.
before I do it on camera.
Good job, Mark. Cheers.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
Okay, I got like 5 in because I'm old and weak, but
Rusty, that works, buddy. You're rusty. Get it? Get
Yeah.
it? Get it?
I'm impressed. He actually did 22 over here. I wasn't expecting it.
That's a lot for an old man.
I'm gonna feel that for days. Oh my
I'm
god!
telling you what. Woo.
I appreciate you guys.
We just had like 6 inches of snow, and my shoulder's not into it from shoveling.
You're good, Tommy. Next topic, as always, is congrats. Part of building a community and getting that camaraderie is sharing with each other things that we're grateful for. Anything that's happened to you guys over the last month that you just feel great about or happy about. Like you got a raise, you got a new job, new kid, new car. Anything.
My neighbor's house behind me just sold for a lot of fucking money.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I put my house up for sale here in the next year, I'm hoping to get a lot of damn money.
Yeah. Great guys, new friends. Yep. Whiskey cans in the last 2 or 3 years. Bourbon is in the house. What is up, my friend?
Hello.
It's good to see you.
Cheers, Ben.
Yeah, I couldn't jump on Thursday night, so figure I might as well support tonight.
Oh, hey, I appreciate that, man. I know it's late over there by the time I start. Yeah, Thursday night was great. Had a great conversation with the 10th Mountain.
Yeah, I might have been 9 cast strength samples deep at that point.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, I saw you in the chat and I appreciated it. Because I mean, it was late and you had just got done streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Axe Bourbon in the house. Another one flying high with you.
What up, Bobby?
Cheers, Bobby.
Cheers.
All right, so under congrats, I
Go
want
Air
to share
Force.
with you guys. I told you guys at the beginning of January I started a new job, and it's been a bit of a learning curve. It's hard for me to sit in front of a computer all day, so I got to take a couple breaks and do some bourbon hunting on base to kind of air myself out because I can't just sit in front of the computer all damn day.
So is your job on base?
Yep, I just got a GS9 DoD civilian contractor job on base, and so it pays more. It's closer to home. It pays more. It's broadening my skill set, and I wake up later than I used to.
Nice, congrats.
I mean,
Mark.
it's
I didn't know that.
wins all across the board.
As I told him, I'm waiting to hear his GS12 step 10. So
Yeah.
need our boy touching paper.
The show.
So does anybody else have anything they want to celebrate? Like anything just going great in your life or anything new in the last month? Anything to just throw a big high five at you to celebrate with you?
So last month my wife quit her job.
Right.
Because we are transitioning from the state of Colorado to the country of Japan. And so that was a big step for her to finally finish her working, and then within the next 6 months, she's going to be moving back to Japan, and then I'll follow after her.
Once Tommy's done with his transitioning.
I am transitioning, yes. Hopefully I'll grow some hair, but I don't know.
So, Jen, I appreciate you joining in and you throwing out your buddy Ern. I put him up here on the board. Appreciate you sharing with us and just being a part of the community. Tommy D.
Hey, what's up?
I'm putting up here on the congrats. Your wife's.
We are transitioning to Okinawa, Japan, which is a tropical island. It's a lot better than Colorado.
Yeah. And so we are celebrating that with you, buddy.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
celebrating all the Japanese whiskey hunting that Tommy's going to be doing and hand delivering back to his buddies in the U.S.
Yes,
There you go.
because there are some stuff over there that you can't get here.
Nope.
Oh no, Tommy's going to be drunk on Dusty Turkey all the time.
Right?
Probably that and Blanton's.
Wow.
Let's start out with
That
Blanton.
sounds like a
I'll
tough
start out with
problem
Blanton's.
you're gonna have.
All right, so you guys all know that Bad Axe Bobby Bourbon, his son just joined the Air Force this last month, and he's saying he's pumped because he just got his first pictures and letters. Dude, I'm so happy for you, Bobby. I threw that. I
wow.
put you up. I put you up on the congrats, dude, because that's freaking awesome.
Yep.
Roger that.
That's awesome, Bobby. I remember sending those pictures.
I was gonna say I remember sending it too.
Yep, letters from boot camp are a big deal. True story.
Mom, I'm
Bob-
alive.
So
I
like
made
when
it.
Bobby and I probably went to boot camp, it was in the older facilities which are being torn down. The newer facilities, wow, they're hotels.
Compared to the
Talk about the cliche Air Force, chow hall, whatever.
with your amenities.
Those are.
Yep. As opposed
I've
to
been
like
to San
World
Antonio,
War,
I've seen them.
as opposed to those old World War II open bay barracks that are just.
That's
terrible.
what I had. I was the bed aligner. The beds had to be in a certain alignment. And that's what I did. That was my job.
Is
You
anybody
were an
surprised?
expert, I'm sure.
No. No. Okay.
I mean, some
So
guys had to scrub the urinals. That wasn't me. I do the bed aligner.
And then you got the Air Force salute.
not my problem.
Then it was like this.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I thought you were doing the I'm a little teapot at first.
So Mark, you've been bourbon hunting on base. Anything good?
Yes, and that great segue gets into the next category of what are the new bottles you've gotten this last month. And so I'll go first. I got, of course, 10th Mountain, which I was excited about. I found at the Class 6 one day, just on a random day, they had 3 bottles of Rock Hill Farms.
Wow.
Wow.
Which you could, they only let me buy one of them. They didn't let me buy all 3, thankfully. So I could let some other people enjoy. It was $55 out the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Aphies
can't
got
do
my
that.
aphies.
I got a 1792 small batch single barrel. So small batch single barrel.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
see that.
This review is coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned.
So what exactly is a small batch single barrel?
Nobody knows.
So
Nobody knows.
since 1792 doesn't put any information on their barrels, I'm assuming that they have a certain part of their warehouse that ages the small batch, right? And so one of the small batch barrels was picked as a single barrel.
Seems
also-
that's a lot of logic.
That's the only way I can make sense of it.
It's also proof down to the small batch level, but it is a single barrel.
Correct.
Okay.
Because you can get full proof picks.
So before they batch it, that barrel was picked.
Ooh, look at that pretty stag.
So what is the difference? I have a bottle of rare breed that says cask strength, and then when I see the stuff at the store, it says barrel proof. What is the difference?
None.
There technically is no definition for either one.
Barrel strength, barrel proof, and cast strength are the same. Full proof is the one that's different.
Right. Okay.
Full proof is where they proof it back down to where it entered the barrel.
But at
right?
the same time, there is no legal definition for any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So why change it? Why have it like that? Just be marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Okay.
Marketing. It's whichever one they like better. Like Horse Soldier, they put barrel strength, and they're one of the only ones that say barrel strength. Most other ones say barrel proof or cast strength. But so the Bourbon Baller, I was able to pick up a 23 Charlie Stag.
Oh.
23 Charlie. Oh, nice.
Yep.
I ain't heard
So-
of that one yet.
For all the ones that came to Pursuit Distillery for my birthday, I got 2 bottles from them. One of them's in this fancy wood box that one of my buddies, Bong, he purchased the fancy tater box for me. as a
Buddy, we're
birthday present.
still sick about that.
I
Sorry.
wanted to be there.
Hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. Also for my birthday, Tully said he saw my whiskey lover tries tequila for the first time. I mean, it wasn't my first time, but reviews it for the first time.
Mhm.
And so Tully used to be really into tequila. So he gave me this fancy bottle of tequila that I can't wait to get into because I don't know what it's gonna do to me.
I mean, I don't know anything about tequila, but I like the bottle.
Yeah.
Nice
Also
looking
for my
bottle.
birthday, Marvin gave me Little Book Chapter 7, and the
Nice.
Bourbon Baller gave me Master Blenders. And if you guys know anything about the world of Hennessy, this is like a unicorn in the Hennessy world.
Nice.
And so I'm looking forward to doing a whiskey drinker tries a unicorn Hennessy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't we have a Hennessy?
I don't know.
Would-
No,
would you-
not that. We don't have
Well,
something
we don't
fancy
we
like
don't
that.
we don't have that. But Laura's parents went on a cruise and brought us back something from the duty free, and I'm pretty sure it was like a pure white or I don't know.
There's a Hennessy White that's like a $60 bottle or something. It's supposed to be pretty good.
I think it's called pure white, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It tastes like grapes.
Yes. Fancy Hennessy's do taste like
You
grape.
finished
Tommy,
it.
did you kill it?
I'm going to kill it.
He's killing it. So Tracy
It's a hefty, but I'm going to kill it.
Right
picked
on.
up a Knob Creek, an Elijah Craig, the Ballard Cut, and an Amarut. The Amarut, that's the Indian whiskey, right?
Indian, yes.
Yeah. So did any of you guys get any new fancy bottles this month you want to show off?
So moving to Japan, I am not buying anything at this point because I can't take it with me. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's brand new, but I've already got so many bottles that are unopened.
Open. Yeah.
Oh, well, please pack that shit up. I will take care of it for you till you get back.
I do have a brother in Wisconsin that's like, you can use the basement. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm finishing the Larry Trail.
What I've gotten recently.
So
Yeah, I really money wise, I don't think I should spend the money because my wife will be going over there and whatnot.
no, that's very
And I already have too much to
reasonable,
drink.
Logical.
Yeah. Logical. Who wants to be logical?
There's no reason to be buying a bunch of bottles if you're about
Bring
to
that way.
move out of the country because
Well, I
bottles
know,
take
yeah.
up a lot of shipping space and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Especially
Yep.
with all the amazing bourbon that's sitting over there waiting for him.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
So, Rusty, did you pick up anything
That's
new
the
this
thing.
month?
I can still get shit on base over there. I can
My
still
favorite-
stop on base.
Yes.
So,
That,
True story, Tony.
yeah. So it is
A Green River. Okay.
single
barrel.
barrel.
see, now I heard that's
Yes.
I heard that's awesome.
It is fantastic, man. Well, of course you can see.
Yeah.
I drank that in about a day, and
No, don't say
May.
that.
I didn't drink that in a day.
A week and a half.
I don't think that was your
running in-
allotment for tonight that your
No.
wife gave you.
No, well, I asked if I could have the rest of this because I'm going to kill this bottle.
It's a new video. It's a new bottle.
It's so good. Oh my god, it is so creamy, so
Independent Joe in the
Chocolatey.
house.
kind of, huh?
I said Independent Joe in the house.
What? No, not that guy. Oh, not that guy.
Yeah,
Independent
that's-
Joe.
I might have to leave now. The Marine showed up.
Oh,
What's
right.
up, Joe? Good to
You
see you,
got them
buddy.
all here.
Yeah,
Air Force is
and
still welcome.
the link is pinned to the top. So if Bad Axe, Ben from
Come on,
the
Joe.
North,
Come on, Maddox.
Independent
Bobby.
Joe, Tracy, if any of you guys want to jump on, you are more than welcome to come pull up a bar stool and have a drink. Rusty, did you have anything else you wanted to throw in besides the Green River of new stuff this month?
No, that's pretty much it. That's
All right. So, Bourbon, you pulled up an Old Forester, right?
Dude, I've been blessed the last few weeks. There's
Yeah.
been I mean, one of the ones I have in reach right now is the 24.
All right.
But yeah, allocation season came through.
Yeah.
Nice.
Baker.
So, I mean, you saw we just drank the Hero 1783.
And you just got that in the last month or so?
Yep.
That bottle, I love that bottle so much.
We grabbed our first Heaven Hill bottled in bond.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
All right,
I've
Mark,
never tried the Heaven Hill.
They've been all over the country, right? But they're brand new to the Pacific Northwest.
Yes. True story.
Mark, hang on. I'm going to grab one of the unicorns.
Can't
All right.
wait to see.
I've yet to try the Heaven Hill because it's just available.
We got a Tumbling Dice single barrels. This
Oh,
is
nice.
a 6-year high rye mash bill.
Let me know what you think of it, because there's an online store that I buy stuff from on the regular, and they always have store picks that just sit there. While other of their store picks I'll see sell
I
out.
like it a lot, buddy. I
Really?
like it a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got a couple. We got the Westward Milestone,
Never
which
heard of
is
that.
Single malt, American single
it's
malt.
American single malt. It's like the Westward Distillery out of Portland, Oregon. It's like their pinnacle.
Okay, I've heard of Westward. Okay,
thing.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just a ridiculous bottle. I doubt we ever even open it, but I got to show you this thing. Look at that thing.
Oh, you got the Whistle Pig decanter.
The piggy bank. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
and then Ben
Handy.
just flexes all over it.
And
So do I need to go get mine? Do I need to go get mine? I mean,
That Whistle Pig bottle costs more than this costs.
Oh, I'm sure.
I heard that
That's
Whistle
awesome.
Pig bottle.
Not
There's
around
only
here.
one way to drink it.
Right out the
I heard there's only one way to drink
the
out
tail.
of it. So.
Yeah, it was an MSRP, but it wasn't that far off. So,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's great
That
find,
handy's
man.
1,200 around us.
Great find.
yeah. I got mine for
it wasn't a
120.
fine. This was a text message, phone call. You know,
Right.
I will fully admit this was somebody I have to thank for it. So I'll say,
Gotcha.
Thank
No,
you.
that's-
and thank
Great.
you. But
oh, good night, Chris.
That'll definitely be shared around.
I missed Chris a couple minutes ago. Said good night. Hey, Chris. I hope you have a good night, buddy.
Yeah,
Chris, unfortunately, I'm sad you're leaving right now. We're just about to get into the interesting news going on of what I alluded to earlier. So we talked about new bottles we got just to share the love, have that camaraderie of talking about new whiskeys we got and stuff. Next subject on the docket is news. The first news story is one that you guys probably have not heard about, which are the first two names on my list to honor the fallen. And
That doesn't sound like good news.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, that was sad.
So Chambers and Ingram are the first two names on the list right here. And they did not put out a lot of information. I was able to do a little research and find a short news clip about it that still didn't give me all the information I want as a strong supporter of fellow veterans. But it was more than I was finding in most places.
Well, from my understanding, is one was incapacitated and the other one tried to help, and that's how we lost both. Because that's the Navy SEAL kind of thing to do.
They were boarding a ship to
Yep.
seize some weapons,
Right.
and I heard that
He's got a video.
yeah. Sorry,
No, you're good.
Their gear was too heavy. I heard it took them under.
Oh, see, I heard one was trying to save the other.
Yes, one went in after the other.
well, Mark, I'm
Okay.
going to pour one of my
Two
favorite
missing
bottles for
Navy
those
SEALs
men.
off the coast of Somalia has become a recovery mission. U.S. Central Command released a statement saying their status has been changed to deceased. The sailors were on a nighttime mission on January 11th. They were trying to intercept a ship believed to be carrying Iranian-made weapons for Houthi militants in Yemen. Teams from the U.S., Japan, and Spain searched more than 21,000 square miles to try to locate the SEALs.
All right, so you heard what little information that they just put out. They
Yep.
believe there to be weapons on a ship off the coast of Yemen. So they like doing the night ops, boarding the ship in the cover of darkness, and two guys went missing, and now they're declared deceased near Somalia, and
I didn't know it was a nighttime operation.
right, okay,
Yeah, so I can imagine that just kind of like quadruples the I don't know, the recovery effort of
right.
in the dark.
Like I said, there was not a lot of information out on that right now,
Of course
and so I was happy to find that video that had little snippets of information. But it's one of those things where I was like, they were boarding a ship at night. Two of them went missing. Like there sounds like there's a lot more to that story, but at least I was able to find their names so we could put them down so we could all raise a glass to them earlier and honor them in their sacrifice.
I just kind of would like to know if what they were doing it came to fruition. You know, they found the Iranian backed fucking bullshit, and it was I don't know, fixed.
Right.
I hate to hear about souls being lost, and then if it's for nothing. That's what
So Tommy, I unconfirmed, but I did hear that they seized the cache of weapons from the ship.
Okay.
And the one guy, as he was attempting to board, he fell and his loadout was too heavy and it took him under, and the other guy went in after him.
Gotcha.
And neither one of them surfaced.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's rough. So we're gonna have to pour another glass.
Yeah,
for them.
I mean, I've actually been listening to Dom Rasso's story this week.
Okay.
If you're familiar with him, SEAL Team 2.
No.
Sean Ryan interviewed him last week.
Oh, then I probably saw it because I watch every episode of Sean Ryan.
So it's the latest episode. So you're probably one behind. And
yeah, I'm probably the guy with the beard, right? I've been watching that for the last couple of days. Every time I get in the car, I turn it on.
Yep. Okay, so the amount of loss those guys see, especially gold, is unbelievable. So that's why I just poured one of my favorite bottles to these men. Right here. An OG
There you go.
drink.
Well, mean. Cheers. So yeah, that information was not put out. Chambers and Ingram were the two Navy SEALs. Now this story made the news a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we're going to check this out because this is a very
in Iraq and Syria after the deadly drone attack that killed American troops in Jordan. The Pentagon confirmed U.S. forces launched retaliatory strikes that hit more than 85 targets at sites linked to Iranian-backed militias on Friday. The massive air assault happened just hours after the bodies of the 3 fallen soldiers returned to U.S. soil.
I didn't realize there were 2 women.
Families for the dignified transfer
I didn't know
at
that.
the Air Force Base in Delaware. Later, the president warned there will be more to come for those who seek to harm Americans. Christina Ruffini is at the White House and joins us now. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. Well, the strikes lasted only about 30 minutes, and the Pentagon says it hit what it was aiming for. But the White House was aiming for a more elusive target, finding a way to retaliate against groups that killed Americans without causing the violence to spiral into a greater regional war. Hours after the bodies of 3 U.S. service members returned to American soil, America struck back, hitting 7 facilities in Iraq and Syria, sites the White House says were used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard and other Iranian-backed militias. Following the strikes, President Biden issued a statement saying, "If you harm an American, we will respond." The targets included command and control centers, weapons depots, and drone storage facilities. But the U.S. did not hit targets inside Iran, leery of escalating a wider regional conflict.
The goal here is to get these attacks to stop. We're not looking for a war with Iran.
In a call with reporters Friday evening, the administration said the strike specifically targeted groups that meant to do American.
This wasn't just a message sending routine tonight. This was about degrading capability.
The response comes 5 days after a drone struck sleeping quarters in an American outpost in Jordan, injuring 40 and killing Army Reserve soldiers Will Rivers, Breonna Moffett, and Kennedy Sanders.
You don't know how much that means to us.
President Biden called their families earlier this week.
Look, I really do know. I got one of those phone calls out of the blue telling me my wife and daughter were dead.
We know that you can definitely feel our pain.
But the delayed response is already drawing criticism from Republicans, who say it likely gave Iranian operatives at the facilities time to leave or go to ground. Speaking in Tehran Friday, Iran's president said his country would not start a war, but if a cruel force wants to bully us, he said, the Islamic Republic of Iran will give a strong response.
A cruel force?
The administration says the strikes were specifically designed to avoid civilian casualties, but we probably won't know until later today or into the weekend what the true impact really was, both strategic and humanitarian. And the U.S. retribution is probably not over. In his statement yesterday, President Biden also said our response began today. It will continue at a time and place of our choosing. Jeff?
All right, Christina, thank you very much.
So there's a couple key takeaways that I want that resonate with me that I want to share with you guys. They said they hit 85 targets in less than 30 minutes. So it was like a simultaneous drone attack that they
not drone missile attack.
That had to be missiles.
Right. No, you're right. The drone attack
was the key player in that.
Right.
Anyway.
I mixed it up. The drone attack was on us, right? The
Yes.
service
Well,
tower I hit.
Yes. So the drone attack that
They hit their barracks, fucking cowards.
Right. And so 41 soldiers were injured, 3 died, and I shared the names Sanders, Moffett, and Rivers with you guys earlier when we were raising a glass to the fallen. Those were the 3 soldiers that passed away off that attack. And I love it that in just a short span of 30 minutes, 85 targets were hit by us in retaliation. And I got to give credit where credit's due. This might be the first thing that I've actually liked that administration has done.
Yeah, cruise missiles are awesome.
Yes.
Are you going to say the Air Force did their job?
They aimed high.
They were likely Navy.
Tommy, let's
cruise
be
missiles.
real. It was probably the Navy.
Shut up, Ben.
The Army has more boats than the Navy and more planes than the Air Force.
So from my understanding, the F-18 was the workhorse of this. This I wouldn't say bombardment, but just this scenario of enemies being hit. However, where am I going with this? I want to say if I had a phone call with the United States President, the Commander in Chief at this point in time, I wouldn't have been that grateful. I think I would have said, "Do more, keep going, push the pedal to the metal. Let's go."
Right. But what I was saying is I got to give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
In a 30-minute window, that administration called to hit 85 targets all at the same time and cripple that terrorist organization network. That is freaking awesome, and I love it. The only thing I don't love is that soldiers over there just in some barracks in Jordan got injured. 41 of them got injured.
So what I heard, Mark, I heard. So they also at that base they do drone things. And recon I heard we were waiting for a drone to come back. U.S.
Welcome back, drone. Rusty.
I'm here.
And I heard that's how that foreign drone got through the facilities through the air defenses, is because they were waiting on a U.S. drone to come back.
Oh, so
And
they
I
might have
heard-
thought it was their own drone coming
Yes,
back.
so that's how I heard it got through the lines, and then it did what it did. So obviously, there is a force out there that is kind of watching what we're doing and trying to coordinate some shit. So
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know.
all the yep.
I'm old school. I'm a Republican, but I'm old school. I'm Air Force. I'm like,
I love you, Joe.
you know what? Send the mother of all bombs. Let's just do away with it.
Yes,
I don't
just
care who
turn
gets
it
hit.
into glass. I'm a huge favor in the theory of turning it into glass.
Yeah, I don't know. The Middle East needs to be a giant glass fucking lake.
So those were very recent. Cheers to them. Absolutely, we got it.
Cheers to them and cheers to the glass parking lot we need.
Mhm. So those were my very recent military news stories that I wanted to highlight for you guys tonight. If any of you guys have any additional comments or any additional news stories that you've heard of in the last month, you're more than free to share.
Well, all I could say is wait till you get through the rest of that podcast. There is crazy stuff in that thing.
Right on. All right, so
Hey Troy, do you guys have your own channel or something?
Yeah. So Baker Drinks is
Baker
who we
Drinks.
are.
Okay, I've heard of you guys. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Laura and Troy on there right now. Okay,
We're an acquired taste.
no, Tommy D, I appreciate you bringing that up. So anybody that's a moderator in the chat, even if you're dropping your own link, drop Baker Drinks, the Bourbon Syndicate, Whiskey Uncensored, Independent Joe, the Bad Axe Bobby Bourbon, Bad Axe Bourbon,
Killer's Bourbon
any other
Challenge.
channels. Drop those links. So if you're not subscribed to them, you need to be.
Tommy MFD. No, you don't get that.
See,
I
Baker
don't
Drinks
have
is
that. I
an
don't have
acquired taste. I just leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Bourbon. I'm glad you had your mic fixed.
Well, it's rigged, but yeah,
it's rigged.
Hashtag rigged.
But
Jay,
I hope it sounds better than my old microphone because there's quite a bit of funds that went into this new setup.
Well, Ben, you pretty much sound the same to me, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
all right.
That's all right. You're old. You have hearing.
Let me see here.
I don't have hearing aids. I don't have aids yet.
Rusty's frozen.
Exactly. You need them, but you don't have them.
That's why I keep
I'm
my
here.
hair out of my
I'm
ears.
here. Barely, but I'm here.
All right, so Ben from the
Rusty,
north.
that hat has to get heavy after a while.
It is kind of heavy. Absolutely.
Yeah. The big old teeth on there.
They're
Ben
plastic.
from the north, I just added you as a moderator. If you can drop these guys' links, because I know you know all of them.
Hey, Mark, I'm glad you do this kind of thing on once a month kind of thing. I am not the biggest hua kind of fan. Yes, I served in the Air Force. Yes, I did this, but I don't know.
Thank you, Joe.
I don't push it. I don't try to, let people know. But I'm glad you are part of this world and doing this.
New channel.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, Tommy. I appreciate you, man.
When people
there's
thank me for my service, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, but there's a lot of veterans out there that miss that community and that camaraderie and that like structure and discipline, but also the bullshit and hanging out that comes with it. And there's not really anywhere to find that. And so that's what I'm trying to create here, to where there's structure, there's things that we're doing in a structured format, but we're still just hanging out, bullshit, and talking about whiskey at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to meet that in the middle and have a place where not only veterans but people who support the veteran community can come together and fucking hang out and do this at least once a month.
Yep, I appreciate
and he
it.
makes you do 22 push-ups.
Nope.
Which I didn't think I could still do, but I did.
That's awesome, dude.
Actually, Mark, I
probably could have done 25.
I just thought about it. I will put it out there. I did cross 50 pounds down this week.
No way. Dude,
Congrats,
you did
brother.
say that, yeah.
I will toast you to that because about 2 years ago I went 60 pounds down.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
Nice
looking
try.
to go another 100 on top, but
I love it.
But I crossed 50, so
nice. Good job, Bourbon. I'm happy
That's
for you,
such
man.
an amazing milestone, and it adds years onto your life, buddy.
All right, so Independent Joe dropped.
Don't worry about it.
Independent Joe dropped Baker Drinks. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Baker Drinks, if you could drop a bourbon.
Don't worry, Mark. Don't worry about me.
Bobby, Bad Axe Bobby, Bourbon Syndicate. Boo, Tom on the stage. What's up, Sean? Good to see you. Why aren't you on here? Just to let you guys know, in a couple minutes, we're going to cut the live and go to the backstage. So if anybody wants to join in the backstage shenanigans, you better click that join button like time meow. I wasn't in the military, and I want to thank all y'all for my food. Hey, B. Bauer, I appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, B.
Bourbon Baller drops the Bourbon link. I appreciate you dropping Whiskey Uncensored. Absolutely.
So I dealt with like 6 inches of snow today with the snowblower and all that, and I did some other shit with my refrigerator that needs to be fixed. So I am kind of tired, and I'm gonna like bail.
Okay. And we're gonna cut off the live stream as soon as we go through the AAR. Toasty, what's up, bud?
Hey, Tommy,
John.
cheers. And I was just going to say that's probably not the only 6 inches that you know what I mean, worked with. So, you know what I mean? So, good night, you fucking son of a bitch.
You are one of the people that I love the most.
Aww.
I've never met Sean in real life, but oh my God, I have this bond. I have this feeling that we would be really good friends.
Yep.
Because of the sarcasm that you
More
just
likely.
pull out.
Yep.
More likely.
Yep. No, I totally agree with that.
And I heard his golf game sucks, so we're right there.
Dude, I mean, Washington weather's been shit, man. I haven't touched a club in
You
probably
know what?
3.5 weeks.
On the golf front, what's really sad is I actually heard a phenomenal golf joke today, but it was completely the most Jewish golf joke ever. So I don't think Sean would have got it. So I didn't send it to him.
Rusty,
What? I'm here.
you're like about to fall out of your chair, brother.
I'm here.
The bottom, the top of your
just go to
head is
bed.
like great looking.
All right, hey guys, let's do the after action review real quick so we can get on to the backstage. Last point of the night on our subjects, after action review. If we were going to do this again next month, which we are, what should we do differently, or what should we sustain and do the same that we did this month? You know what I mean? Like constructive criticism, sustain, or correct. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have anything?
I would say stay up on the topics, especially what's going on in the Middle East. And let's see the difference between this month and next month on how our government reacts to things.
Yeah. I'm really on the edge of my seat with this whole. They did a strike on us, and then we did 85 strikes in retaliation. Are we starting World War III, or are we just like?
So, Mark, though they've had way more strikes than that.
But
Mark, they're like in the
reported
hundreds of
85.
strikes against U.S. Shit in the Middle East. I did not know that there was that Camp 22 or whatever in Jordan. I had no idea.
Mm.
But from what reading on, I'm a Fox guy, but seeing what Fox News is saying that like there's been 160 some incidents of attacks in U.S. military, U.S. forces in Syria and Iraq, and
that stuff doesn't make the news, and I think it's on purpose that it doesn't make the news.
I know you're right.
Yeah.
Fox talks about it, but not the other CNN, all the MSNBC.
All right. So, does anybody have any other sustains or improves for what we could do here next month?
Go longer. Go earlier.
That's what she said.
I'm serious. I think you should do. I think you should cover because it's very late on the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also, I think it's important what you're doing, and I think it deserves more than an hour.
Absolutely.
I would just say if there's any more incidents where U.S. soldiers, airmen, Marines, whatever are involved, I think just needs to be talked about. That's all.
Yeah. Well, that's why I brought up the issue with the Navy SEALs, because that didn't hit the news like almost at all. And the issue with Jordan, there was more details about it that a lot of people didn't see. So I wanted to share those with you guys. And tried to do my homework on those ones.
I try not to be political.
Yeah.
That's my hardest part.
But Mar, I'm just saying, man, if you could maybe do it an hour earlier and do 2 hours, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like an hour it's nice, but like especially if anybody really needs to chill, hang out.
Yeah.
I agree with Ben. I agree 100% with Ben. We'll do 6 to 8. You do 8 to 10. Will hand off.
He's got his kids stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Ben, are you just off Saturdays now?
Yeah, I'm out of the way.
What night are you?
I'm doing Thursdays now. I'm completely out of the way.
Yeah.
Taking the damn spot.
Big Vic
is it
is
unreasonable to ask you that we like collaborate on something soon?
No, yeah, we'll talk.
All right.
After other things that happened, I wanted to, leave,
Yeah, buddy, I get it. We're not in that either.
Okay, we'll talk. I hear you.
So there's.
I agree
no, but
with these
I'm telling you, we could do each, different times, because now I'm not streaming with you guys, totally separate. Everything's good.
Yeah. So let's hand off, Mark. I don't know what your family.
I'm not trying to take time from you guys. I'm just saying once a month Mark does this, and it's real.
I couldn't agree more. I absolutely love this. We kicked everybody from our stream over to here.
I'm being real. I wish Mark all his streams were more than an hour. Mark always does an hour. I know he's got his family. I know he's got to take care of the perimeter. I know he's got things, but his content deserves to be out there. I'm just saying.
Pacific Northwest Biscuit legend.
I agree with all of that. The only thing that I can add, I'd like to put a wellness check in the morning on Rusty. I think he's having a fucking stroke or overdose. But he might be overdosing.
We kind of handed off. We had to do a wellness check.
We're at the point where Rusty took off his hat.
Rusty, you're not overdosing on fentanyl. Welcome back. How you doing, man?
I'm here.
It's
buddy.
a good thing his wife's in bed because she was hitting him with a yardstick earlier.
I mean, being real, I think many of us have done wellness checks on Rusty the next day.
Yes, I've had several, and Ben was one of them. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's also because we know about the health issues you have on top of, we all put a couple back, but we do know about your issues on top of it. So, got to look out.
I dropped 50 pounds but picked up 48. Roger that, Joe. Join the back stream. We're about to go backstage. I quit. No, Jen, you don't.
I'm about to use the restroom, so.
Yep.
I will
no worries.
Are you going to
do any of you guys? I got to tell you guys, I appreciate all the compliments and that you appreciating my mission, what I'm going for here, in giving that the place for people to go to get together and talk about these issues. Not only talking about whiskey and not only talking about veteran-owned whiskey, but talking about issues going on in some of the military communities and in our communities. I appreciate you guys, like, your compliments on that. You guys are freaking awesome.
Mark, I love you, buddy. I want to say you're probably the only one that I know of.
Rusty, Bakers, I'm going to say there are a couple of people on here with channels and stuff. I'm going to say, I was just looking. It is still a sin that Mark is not at 1,000 subs with all he does for this community.
100%.
So I think we should start a push that he's next.
Sure. I agree with you.
That's
long overdue.
That's not my my mission.
Rusty's got a whole different audience, also, especially with his
Yeah.
What do you call it? With his collab, the
That's
off track.
Off track.
If that was my focus, I would do more
do.
shorts and shit.
I'm
Like-
just saying, there's absolutely no reason Mark shouldn't have at least 4 figures in people.
Thanks,
I
appreciate
agree
it.
100%.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know. I've already subscribed. I can't subscribe anymore. I don't.
Rusty, make more accounts.
No, you could plug them.
I could plug them, but I don't swing that way. Just saying.
That's right. You're not my type anyway, right?
Especially on the channel. It is don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That's Clinton's military.
Oh goodness
Well, what's
gracious!
today's military? Put it in if you wanna. I mean,
All right. So, any of you guys that want to join in this kind of backstage shenanigans conversation going on right now, go ahead and click the join button. But until next time, make sure you're drinking more water than whiskey, because you've got to be the one that makes things better in your life. You've got to be the one that's alert, taking care of those within your sphere of influence, and being a good influence on them. Protect the sheep by fighting off the wolves. Evil prevails if good men do nothing. Appreciate all you guys being here, and we will catch you next time. Earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.
Good night, all. I'm out.
hydrate.